Virgo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late April 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Virgo collective out there. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guides and spirit team, talk to me about Virgo. What's happening in late April? It is Taurus season. There's a lot going on in the zodiac, so we're going to take a peek at the energies here. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Virgo in late April. Please and thank you. Seasons are changing, the seasons are switching, and we got our very good dear friend, the Little Mermaid Ariel, in the flesh, in the scales, chilling right here in this first position. Now, I generally feel like this is a really positive initial card to start off any reading. It is a future focus, and I've been seeing that around the earth signs recently. It's a little headspacey though. So we'll talk about that in a moment. Before we do though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little bit more about this card. So I'm sure every one of us here have seen this movie a couple hundred times, right, in our day. And I do feel a lot of the similar themes apply whenever this shows up at the front end of a reading. Obviously, this is a card of someone that, hey, they might want a little bit of change in their life. Or they could be somewhere nice, but there's somewhere else that they still want to go. There's something else they still want to achieve. So that could be a beautiful energy of you looking forward and wanting more, wanting to achieve more. This is really good. At the same time, I always say Ariel in this depiction, she literally has her head in the clouds. So in this time, watch out. You might be daydreaming a little more than normal. You might be thinking a little more than you normally do. I often get energy like this around water signs quite a bit. So maybe it's a water sign you're connected to showing up here. Doesn't have to be, but we're just going to let Ariel chill right there. I feel for the most part, it's very optimistic about the future as well. So this could be a nice thing. Gorgeous card, gorgeous piece of imagery, but we're just going to put her down right there. She could keep daydreaming, right? Let's get into tarot. And I always say this first card here, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. And shuffle it up one time here for my beautiful Virgo friends. See what's going on. And yeah, while we get this deck all shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It was a bit of a rough energy we had in the mix, to be honest with you. So I'm hoping you haven't been going through too much stuff or things that are a little difficult. The reading was titled A Tough Problem. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That energy could bleed over for a couple weeks. Hopefully you're not going through anything too difficult. But I mean, as you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this reading how it hits for you, because we might be seeing your vibe, might be seeing someone you're linked to, you know, it goes back and forth, right? So let's get it going. 3 cards for you this week, late April. Maybe those energies will resolve themselves, right? So let's get 3 here to start. What's going on for Virgo, late April, please? What's going on for my friends? I mean, wow. So talk about a complete switch from the energy we saw last week. We have the 10 of Cups starting us off. Okay, I mean, that's a good start. I'm going to try my best not to get too overly excited or optimistic about that, but that is a lovely way to start off any reading. Let's get 2 more. Thank you. Whoa, okay. 6 of Wands here, Virgo. Yeah, I mean, once again, I'm trying to stay baseline here, but these are 2 of the most positive cards in the whole entire tarot deck. Let's get 1 more. What we got for Virgo here? Thank you. Okay, my good friends, you are going to have a bonus of some sort, but you also have a little bit of mystery here. We have the moon on the back end, something you don't quite see just yet. Okay. And the 4 of Swords, rest, recuperation. So we have some nice energies at play so far Yeah, this is going to be a nuanced reading, my friend, so get ready for it. Let's go through, I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, I'm loving what I'm seeing, if I'm going to be honest with you. Now, you know the clarifiers, they can really change the complexion of a reading when we get further detail. But at first look, first glance, wow, I mean, we have the double down of the water energy on the extreme ends. And I was speaking about this watery energy. That's the realm of creativity. It's the realm of emotion and imagination, all that stuff. We also have this fiery card of recognition right there in the center. So there could be something really nice coming your way. Okay, even if you are going through tough problems like we saw in last week's reading, this is really, really positive energy. And I'm getting excited for it already. So let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. So position number 1, we have the 10 of Cups. Oh, and we almost took that 6 of Wands with us. Just tuck it in right there with the moon. So the 10 of Cups, like I already mentioned, one of the best cards in the whole entire tarot deck. You know, at first glance, this is a wish fulfillment card, right? So this could represent wins and victories of all sorts, whether it's interpersonal connections and relationships, a happy ending of some sort, where it culminates and you get the result that you want. Now, yeah, we're not seeing a lot of pentacle energy here, but if you are going through work or financial things, that could still be in the mix because this is wish fulfillment. So it's really about what your big focus is on. All 10s represent a completion. So when we see the 10 of Cups, it's like, all right, mission complete. Boom, this is huge type of energy. So I really do like it. Now it could also represent the home. It could represent the family. You see the happy family here. So the clarifiers might give us a little more detail on that. Living situations and stuff like that. The 10 of Cups could also represent very strong feelings and emotions. So this is going to be an important card for us to get more detail out of. So whether it's really positive feelings of optimism, or I mean, it could even swing the other way. It really depends, but I'm not picking that up just yet because I'm feeling pretty optimistic about what we are picking up here so far within this reading. Now, as we get to the centerpiece, we have our good friend, the 6 of Wands. This is a card, once again, of victories, coming out on top, public recognition, public notoriety, getting kudos, getting recognition for the things that you've done, for the hard work you've put in. So for a lot of you, if you are trying to get some form of recognition, this could be it. Or someone recognizing how valuable you are as a person. This is really good. For some people, this could represent a little bit of the limelight, okay? So whether it is through social media or otherwise, it's somebody that gets a lot of attention. You might be connected to someone that gets quite a bit of attention, or you might be receiving more attention than you normally do when this card's here. But once again, it's very victorious. Now, I always like to mention all cards have positives and challenges. We already talked about the very strong emotions here with the front end. A rough energy that could be connected to the 6 of Wands. It could represent an individual that's very egoic. So there might be someone you're connected to, they have quite an inflated ego, or they think very highly about themselves, whether it's warranted or not. So in this time, watch out for egoic individuals when this card's here. But once again, victorious. When we have the 10 of Cups leading into the 6 of Wands, something good is coming in. Okay, and this is an extremely positive energy moving towards the Virgo collective. I really like what I'm feeling so far. Now, moving to the very back end, as we get that card in the center, we have the moon. So Pisces energy, some people also link it to the Cancers, Cancerians. To me, this is a very intuitive energy. It's soft, it's a subtle, it's a nuanced type of energy. For some people, it could represent psychic gifts. For some people, it could represent dreams. That etheric type of vibe is what we're talking about here with the moon card. I always say that it is the biggest, in my opinion, card of mystery, the unknown, the unseen. So things that we don't quite see yet, whether it's a result that we don't see or things falling into place behind the scenes. Like this is my card of the unexpected and surprises. Okay, now, once again, when we're talking about negatives here, unknowns aren't always positive. Surprises aren't always positive. But with what we're picking up, what we're feeling in this spread, it's looking good. Okay, so far at the very least. Now, as we get to the bonus, we'll get the moon back where it belongs. Once again, for some of you, it might just be connected to a Pisces or a Cancer. But the 4 of Swords is a card of rest. It's a card of recuperation, taking a break, taking a little rest from something. So in this time, it's important for you to recharge the batteries, to pace yourself. Don't do too much. Don't do too little, but don't do too much when this card is in the mix. It could also connect to sleep. So there might be a little side message for some of you, like, hey, you need better rest, or there could be something about sleep. Maybe you're having a little insomnia, having a rough time sleeping when this card's here. But another thing I want to mention about the 4 of Swords, aside from what we already spoke about, it is very paranormal, if that makes sense. So when it's next to the moon, your intuition could be heightened. I want to dive deeper on all of it though, Virgo. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. Let's see what's happening. Guides and spirit team. What do we got for Virgo? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that 10 of Cups. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Virgo, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, 10 of Cups time. What is happening? Thank you. Whoa. All right, Queen of Wands, more positivity, my friends. Now, you would think when we have a spread that has like fire and water that these elements don't always get along. And yeah, I mean, that could be argued, but when I see fire and water, I think of a very steamy type of energy, like something brewing underneath the surface, right? Like brewing like a pot of coffee or a pot of tea. So the Queen of Wands, this could be a fire sign that you're connected to. And when I see her, I think of self-confidence, okay? This is a card of aesthetics, self-confidence. It's beautiful, it's sexy, it's attractive type of energy. So when I see it under the 10 of Cups, I feel like for a lot of you, there could be a big confidence boost coming in for you, or at least feeling like you're getting your groove back in one way or another. So if you've been down for a while, this is you going up, like moving up, onward and upward. I really do like this Queen of Wands type of energy. And she is not just about one's feelings within themselves, it's kind of like your motivation to move something forward. So I really like this energy. I just have to say, with the confidence and good feelings of her, with the 10 of Cups here, we're already picking up possible multiple things going your way. So whether it is interpersonal connections and relationships, whether it is work-related things, this Queen of Wands is really signaling a good result coming in. And once again, this energy feels very steamy to me for some reason. Take that for what it's worth. Okay, but we're going to keep moving. We're not going to pile on. I feel like it's a very simple message. Let's see what the 6 of Wands has to say. Maybe it'll give us a little more detail. But I like that. Once again, we're already picking up massive energies of wins and victories in multiple areas for a lot of you. So any problem areas that you've been having recently, they could start resolving quickly. So let's see why that 6 of Wands is here. To me, it's just like a general blast of good energy coming in towards Virgo. I would claim this already. But let's see why the 6 of Wands is here. Thank you. All right. I mean, 9 of Pentacles, this is another really, really good energy. It's super abundant. Now we're starting to get some of the possible monetary things or work-related things when the 9 of Pentacles rolls up in the mix. Now, this is a card of independence. So for any of you, if you're wanting to go into business by yourself or be a business owner or start a venture of some sort, the 6 of Wands with the 9 of Pentacles is like, all right, well, you got this. You could do this. You could get this moving. You could get it going. So if you've been thinking about starting a venture, like this is Spirit giving you the green light to start that business, start that venture, start that side hustle. It's really good. Now, once again, this could be a huge uptick in finances if you're looking for new work or if you're looking for work in general. This could be you securing something really big. But for another portion of you, I do see an increase in money coming in. Okay, especially with this 9 of Pentacles, this is all about abundance. Okay, now, and there is this energy of someone that's very self-reliant. So I do feel like when these wins and victories come in, it's not like you're not going to share the spotlight and kudos, but this to me feels like someone being singled out, like you did this on your own or you got this on your own and you deserve the credit. So that's another thing I'm picking up, like getting the credit you deserve. Okay, could be very important to you, or that could be coming in. Okay, so I would expect this. So we have multiple areas picking up beautiful energies moving towards you. Now, you know, life always has speed bumps, right? Life is all about the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs. This to me looks like the energy is flowing, like it's flowing full steam with all this energy picking up. Let's go in on the moon here, see what this little surprise could be, because that's the only thing I've been keeping my eye on, because we have such beautiful energy here in the front 2 spots. We'll talk about it more during the recap, but just massive energy of wins in multiple areas. So let's see why the moon is here. If you've been having problems with people, that could resolve here on the front end. If you've been having anything financial or work related, that could resolve. Okay, and if this is what you're searching for, especially in the middle, like if you feel like you're not getting the kudos or recognition you deserve, you should go somewhere where you'll get it. That could be another message. Let's keep moving. Let's see how the moon is here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is a beautiful, beautiful energy of spiritual protection here. Okay. So I'm getting multiple messages with temperance on the back end. For a lot of you, your patience, your dedication could be rewarded in one way or another when we have temperance. That's the card of Sagittarius showing up here. And it does depict the Archangel Michael, the protector, the defender. So when I see it underneath this moon card, it's like, all right, well, you have some sort of hidden protection around you, watching over you. It's like a nice shell. It's insulated energy. Okay, so especially if you've been going through a rough time, know that like you are getting some spiritual boost and spiritual assistance. Virgo, I love this reading from top to bottom because it's like we have the main areas of life showing up. It's like we have the emotional, we have the material, now we have the spiritual. It's like boom, boom, boom. All three coming into alignment, like mind, body, soul. It's like all coming into a good place of alignment. So if you've been going through a time, or if you are in a time right now where just something seems off, or you're happy, you're content, but just something seems off, Spirit could be telling you to align the mind, body, and soul. Now, temperance, once again, is a card. It's not really the biggest movement. And underneath the moon card, I do feel you having your patience, hard work, and diligence, like we've been seeing all throughout this reading, paying off for you in the end. Okay, so it could be Spirit just saying like, yeah, just a little bit longer. It's coming, Virgo. This is really good. Okay, but once again, I feel like I need to keep messaging that spiritual protection, the mind, body, soul, mind, body, soul. It just keeps coming through. That's, you know, that is a trinity in itself, the mind, body, soul. So let's go through and do a quick recap. Love your reading this week, the best one of the zodiac by far from what I've been seeing. But let's go through, then we'll get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Ten of Cups with the Queen of Wands in the upright. Maybe you're connected to a fire sign. If that's not the case, I do feel you getting your groove back in a sense, or having a confidence boost. And these energies do feed into that, like you have getting the recognition, and there is some form of like feeling better, feeling improved. That little zest for life is what I'm picking up here in the front. So there could be really good connections or wins of the emotional kind of connections between you and other people. Moving to the center, we have more win energy here with the Six of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. Now could be a great time to start any business ventures, side hustles, new work, anything like that, promotions for some of you, even anything material. There's that level up and increase in finance, so I do like it. If you feel like you're someplace where you're not getting the recognition you deserve, you should probably go somewhere that will recognize you. Onto the back end, we have the moon with temperance in the upright. You are being protected and watched over. It's a lovely energy, and it feels like an insulation to me. Once again, I do want to say this could be Spirit saying like, all right, your patience and dedication is going to be rewarded in one form or another. So I think this is all claimable energy, Virgo. Please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows for you real quick. So let's get a good shuffle here for Virgo, please. Guides and Spirit team, what's in the shadows for my friends? And yeah, you know I like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a bad thing, right? They don't have to be a challenge. So let's get your one. Oh, and yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love and appreciation for my channel members. I really do. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles is your shadow card. This is the card that can represent you. Remember, it's not gender specific, and she is goddess type of energy, very similar to the Empress when I see her. So there could be a couple things, specifically since you're an Earth sign. One, this could be about how you look at yourself, okay, or how you view yourself. So Spirit could be telling you like, listen, don't be hard on yourself, be kind to yourself, love yourself. That's a big thing with this card. But once again, all these energies that we're picking up in the middle, the abundance, the next level type of vibe, it's showing up even in the shadows this week, Virgo. So to me, it's like your reading this week has hit on every single cylinder that it could. So we're just going to put that Queen of Pentacles right there. She could chill out. That's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the April subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you could check out my digital calendar and schedule at mastermetaphysics.com. And if you got your name in for the March subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced on April 1st. But for the April subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot in Wonderland. It's one of my favorite decks, so if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, and second, let me know down in the comments, if you had to switch your zodiac sign, which sign would you choose to be out of the whole 12? So if you do that, you'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.